Hi guys, welcome to our podcast, ARMGAgeddon.
Woo! I'm Anna. I'm Remie.
I'm Minmin.
I'm Gam.
And I'm Anand.
So if you're new to our podcast or to our channel, we're a group of friends and we like to call ourselves ARMGA, which is an acronym for our names combined.
Yeah, so for our first episode of the podcast, which we hope to do regularly, we're going to be talking about whether the world's going to be ending or not. I feel like in this time of COVID, we've spent lots of time alone and have gotten the time to reflect on life. And I think that this question is really relevant. I think, especially to us, it allows us to think a lot. And so we're going to explore that topic today.
Yeah.
That makes it sound like we're having an existential crisis.
No,
But like we are.
Maybe we do. Like, one thing we can really start off is like, dude, there's so many natural disasters happening in the world right now.
Plus COVID.
Yeah.
When the gate of hell opened in the ocean or something.
I saw that on TikTok.
And the snowing, like it's snowing everywhere, like in places where it shouldn't be snowing.
Yeah.
Also, you know what? The weather has been really weird. I feel this one is like global warming, but like still, it's like winter came really late for us and summer came really early as well. It's supposed to be the rainy season now, but it's not even like raining. The world is changing.
Every day for me.
Yeah, I feel like it's been raining a lot where I live.
Yeah. And like one time I was like calling with someone. I can't really remember who. And I looked outside and then I was like, the world is gonna end. Not as a
That's
thought.
so sad.
Not as like a thought, but then I looked outside. The sky was like yellow. Like, you know how movies they like tint the filters of like the movie when the world ends? It's like the filter was placed onto our world. And I was like, this is the moment. It's gonna come. And then like it hasn't come yet. So I'm kind of like confused.
Oh my God, yeah, about that. Like, wait, I forgot what it's called in like Stranger Things. Wait, what's the monster called?
Demogorgon?
The underground?
Yeah,
Oh, no.
yeah, the Demogorgon. No, but like the place is underground, right?
No,
Yeah, I think
that's
so.
where the fire comes from. It's the upside down.
Oh yeah, upside down, yeah. Like sometimes when I look out my window and like it's about like I don't know if you guys like have this as well, but like whenever it's like it's about to thunder or rain, like the sky, it's like there's sun, but then it's also dark and it creates this like really weird like contrast. And whenever I see that, I just feel like the world's gonna end and we're all gonna die.
Well, like one thing I'm scared of is like I have like a very meticulous plan for my life. Like, you know how I'm gonna read Oscar Wilde every decade? I have that with like multiple authors. Like I have that for like this poet called like Rilke. And I'm really scared that one day I'm not gonna be able to complete my cycle. Because then it's like, what did I do all that for? Like, it's a scary thought. And imagine all the literature that will emerge from this time. And like, what if the world ends before all of this?
If the world ended, then you wouldn't feel anything. Like that would just be it. You wouldn't realize it's ended because it would just be
But
it.
how would the world end? Like would we like disintegrate?
No, the most realistic way is a bunch of disasters. Like it's already started. Every place would kind of have like an earthquake, something, and then
So
it's
like
just
natural selection.
yeah. But then at the end, everyone dies. You know what I mean? It's not survival of the fittest. It's like everyone just ends up dying.
Oh my.
No, you know, my family and I, we have this theory that my dog is like a mix of a lizard, a dog,
Why?
and something else, a squirrel, because he doesn't look like a dog. Like I don't think he's the only dog. And like something must have like evolved him to become this mixture of different animals. So like what we are now, it's not like we're gonna end. Like we have to like go on and then move on from like the end of the world and then evolve to be something else.
I saw this video on how the planet Venus, before it was a lot like Earth, and then it started getting really hot. So there was this theory about how we used to live there and then we moved to Earth, and that's the same thing happening. And what if one day we all evacuate and it just like is a cycle continuing?
Yeah.
I saw a thing on TikTok about Mars and how like there's a project going on there to like recreate Earth. And then apparently like there's gonna be a project where people like go there and live there and then eventually we all migrate there. I don't know, it's TikTok, man, but still it was cool.
There's no way that like the pyramid is made by humans.
Yeah.
Even if the world ends, then I feel like something would come and save us. Because like, you know, like the pyramid, apparently it's like all white, made out of like limestone. Like the whole pyramid is white. And then there's like a gold cap on top. So it's like this
Yeah, the gold topper.
Yeah, and like the gold cap is like supposed to be like this like communication to like this extraterrestrial like life or something. Like they took out the gold cap and then they never put it back. They were going to put it back, but then like I think the gold cap got stolen or something. They were
Yeah,
going to put
it got
back.
stolen by king or whatever at the time because like he wanted to build like a palace for himself, and then like they just like completely like raided the pyramids, and then they tried to put it back, but then there was like safety issues. But like it was so cool, man. Apparently, when lightning struck, you could see the thing from like miles away.
I feel like even if the world was like on the brink of ending, something would come and save us.
I mean, about like the pyramids, the people who are listening to this podcast will know, but we went on a road trip and we talked about, remember the library?
Oh
Like
yeah.
one library? Yeah, it's like remember how we said apparently they were like 2000s or something years ahead of their time?
Yeah, it was
Like
that
they probably had technology that like we don't know of that was like probably more advanced in order to build the pyramids, even though they claimed it was built by hand. I don't believe that.
yeah.
I remember when we were on the road trip, we talked about if we had a secret hunch about how we'll die. With the theory of how we like the world is gonna end, do you think you'll die before the world ends, or do you think you'll be a part of everything ending?
I think like considering the rate that humans are going and the way we're literally like butchering the earth and climate change and stuff, I feel like the world can only last for so much longer.
I don't want to know how I would die. I'm trying to think what death I vibe with the most. I used to always say that I want to like die in like some mysterious way so that people still care about me after I die. But then now that like side of me has reduced.
Do you guys know like the Black Dahlia, like how she died? That's so scary to me. The fact that she was just late, like okay, but I feel her death isn't as mysterious, but like you know, people who like just disappear from the world randomly. Like you know Jim Thompson, he disappeared.
Yeah. I feel like even if we don't actually like encounter death, I feel like we go near the brink of death so often. Like imagine how many murderers you walk past on the street, like when we were still on the streets. Like imagine how many murderers we actually like encountered that we just didn't know that they were murderers. Imagine how many rapists we encountered. I saw this thing. It said that right before like COVID blew up, these scientists were like experimenting with alternate reality. Once like they finished the experiment was like how we got transported in now. Cause like ever since 2020 started, it doesn't feel like we're like in the same place. Like it feels different. Now we're like living in that.
Oh, what if every single like decade is like a different universe? I feel like 2000s to 2010, it seemed really chill, and then 2010 to 2020, it was chill, but then you know other stuff started to happen. You know, like how everyone says 2016 was the worst year, and the world was supposed to end in like 2012, and then now it's like the 2020s. We're in like a different universe for each decade that we're in.
On that note, we'd like to end our first episode here. Thank you so much for tuning in and listening to us talk about how we think the world might end, alternate universes, and everything in between. It really means a lot to us that you're here and listening to us, and if you guys have any other suggestions of the type of episodes we should make, please feel free to suggest them. We'd love to hear from you. We're gonna try and come out with an episode every week, so if you like to keep up with us, then give us a follow on Spotify, or you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you so much, and we hope you have a lovely day.